Hello there. Thanks for tuning in to Extraordinary People Tea Talk, part two of two with the Dr. Elizabeth Branch. If you will be so kind as to give us a thumbs up, also to leave a comment in the comment section, and also subscribe, hit that bell, and share this out if it is a blessing to you. On this channel, we want to bring you awesome interviews of extraordinary people and extraordinary people. I will explain that in another show. Sit back and enjoy our sponsors and this awesome interview. Right.
It's because we don't know everything that we should know about our history. He created us just like he did anyone else, but it's one thing to say that,
And then to believe it.
another for them to have those experiences of. And let me, before I forget it, quickly tell you about the Stockade Girls.
Oh, yes.
Because I don't know if you've heard of Americus, Georgia, but in Americus, there were, and history is different on this, we don't know, but there were at least 20 to 30 girls, ranging in ages of 12 to, say, 15, I believe. You can Google this. That's the other good thing about today's technology. You don't have to believe me. I'm just prompting the discussion. That's what I'm hoping you can do for our program, our seminars, is you get them thinking, let people go in and search for themselves. But back to the Stockade Girls. You know what a stockade is?
No.
No? Okay. Well,
You're going to tell me, but I'm looking it up too.
Okay. Well, it's a place traditionally that you would hold stock in. However, some of this one had been in Georgia, had been converted into a prison place to place prisoners during the Civil War. So it was just an isolated place there in Georgia. But you won't find it in Americas, because what happened to these 20 girls who went to the movie theater to buy a show ticket for that day, and they were arrested for trying to get in the show. And they locked these, remember I told you, they were from 12 to 15 years old. They got them all together and put them in jail. Right after they put them in jail, they moved them about 20 miles down to a town called Leesburg. And it is in that town that you find this stockade. But they put all those girls in one holding area.
Yeah, because in here they say
with
it's
one
like a
toilet that didn't have work. It'll tell you in the history. They had one shower supposedly that just dripped water, because remember, this was an old abandoned stockade. And the had concrete floor, no beddings or anything. Those girls slept on the floor. The parents supposedly didn't know where they were. The law people didn't alert them or anything. And they kept those girls there for 45 days.
So their parents didn't know where they were?
Supposedly, they didn't know, but now this is what is supposed to have happened. And see, you're a newswoman too. You'll appreciate this. Let me take a sip of tea for
yes,
a
ma'am. Get you a sip of tea. Let me get a sip of tea.
This is what we are trying to do with the project that Ms. Lee and I are working on. There was an Anglo man named Danny Lowndes. You can look him up too when you get the chance. Who was the first photographer for SNCC. You know SNCC, all right? That's our other NAACP part, all right?
Right.
Who somehow, and I've got to continue this research myself, Sylvia, because I don't know how Mr. Lowndes found out where those girls were. He went down there and took pictures, brought them back to the SNCC office. SNCC released the pictures out to, you're too young to remember, there was a major newspaper called the Chicago Defender. And you might still see that. And you remember when there was a little magazine called Jet?
Yes. My parents.
This white boy released those to SNCC. SNCC released them to the Defender and to Jet. And then in the course of that, and you know more about that, other news agencies found out about it, and they plastered it supposedly
everywhere
across all of America, and America did. They could not believe that this happened. And look, this isn't back in slavery, by the way. When you look it up, you'll find out that it's much older than you, but your parents, I was alive for sure at that time, even though your parents are.
Up next, we are going to bring you a piece of poetry from Queen S. Storytelling by Stephonia. Enjoy.
My existence emerged from between cabbage leaves and pomegranate trees, wearing nothing but fig leaves. See, I grew up in this magic of free will, playing with bluebirds and mockingjays and smelling daffodils. I followed the sun rays as sunflowers meet the sun's gaze. And I am happy in this place, giving grace to those who are temporary residents here. But gardening is a captive game with twists and plots and turns. But I do not desire to be the winner, for the love of the garden has saved my heart. And I know as a gardener, I must do my part. And I am a field hand in a land which acquires much needed attention. See, I am the gardener's extension, shovel in one hand while dropping seed in the other, providing shelter in the weather of your storm. I sprouted between dandelion and ironweed, dug deeper than the roots of the tooth and bone. Yet, you do not call this dwelling place home. It's where I came to teach and seek those who are like me, gathering and harvesting those whose wisdom made them essential to their very own existence. I am a dwelling place, housed deep in the belly of every living tree, reaching and stretching my limbs toward the heavens, so those who remember where I am planted was once their home. Poem. Thank you.
Hey, we have like 3 seats left for this amazing Make Your Own Perfume by Tommy Price and her perfume company. She is going to come to my studio and we are going to make our own perfumes. We have 3 seats left. If you would like to participate, somewhere down there will be the information where you can contact me. Or go to my Facebook page, Sylvia Wilson Elgin, or Extraordinary People. If you would like to be a guest on Tea Talk with Queen Sylvia, email me and we can discuss. And I would love to have you as a guest on the show.
But maybe your grandparents for sure will know this, will have lived this experience. And that's what we, but the point is this: who knows if this white boy, I mean, like the kids say, I'm just saying,
Right.
if he or she had not taken those pictures, it wouldn't have had the same impact. So all along, when we have united and tried to work together, we have accomplished more. Until that happens, though, I'm hoping that our kids will be able to keep their spirits up, understand that if we can rid ourselves, which has been with us almost 250 years or however long we, if they can keep their spirits up, they can enjoy America. America is a great country. It just operates. There is a section of America that it seems like they are bullies, but they are powerful bullies. There's not a lot of them, I don't think, but it's enough people that I think it has penetrated even, I think, up through the White House now. And it does have, it can kill your spirit if you're not a believer. You gotta be a believer first and know that God is in control. I think God predestined the groups of us who ended up here in America and our offsprings as a result of that. But I know that God is ultimately in control, and that's what I try to do in this book, especially with the background of Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Now let me see the book so I can show them how big. This is a big book, and everyone, I think, should have this book in their library, even for yourself. And it looks like it's a workbook as well. You can write notes in here, so it's a guided, prompted book. This is really amazing. Choose to Lift Every Voice and Sing. Elizabeth Branch, EDD. So this is amazing. I think everyone should have this in their library. And I love the red in there. And it's even color in here. So this is amazing. And then this is cool. Y'all, I'm taken aback because I never knew what it was really about. But now that I have it in my hand and I can actually see it and hear from the author and the person that's responsible for it, and just getting to know the knowledge. That's why Extraordinary People is so important, because I want to give way and voice to the people, especially in my community, DFW, because everybody do D, we're going to do FW. Because we have some great talent here in Texas, in the DFW area, and she is one of them. And like you said, Miss Opal Lee, I mean, we have a lot, and I want to give exposure to these individuals so we can learn and we can stop believing the things that we believe because we didn't live in them. Like you talked about some of the things that you actually lived through, or you knew people that lived through them, and we're just getting different versions of things. So when you sit down and talk to someone like yourself, we get to get that knowledge, informed knowledge, because you were there. And that is what I want this show to be all about. And we're gonna drink tea and discuss and talk about and give exposure to our leaders here in the community. That's why it's called Extraordinary People, because they are extraordinary, but they're really ordinary. And we look over the ordinary, and the ordinary has a lot for us to learn from. That's why I love Extraordinary. I'm looking for my Extraordinary 8 on a team to just take all of this to the next level, because that's what my heart is for in my latter days on this earth, is to give exposure to the people that have done and that are doing some amazing things in our community, and to uplift our youth. So this is amazing. Can you tell us how we can find your book?
Oh, okay. The Doc Bookstore, I believe in trying to support Black businesses very much. In fact, I think one of the most effective demonstrations that I can remember when I was in Alabama, I didn't tell you that too, I used to teach in Alabama, and but when those Blacks there got together and started boycotting those businesses, that's when a lot of people understood what they were trying to say. It was as effective, or probably more effective, as the demonstrations and the protests was. When you deal with America in its pocketbook, that's when you make a real difference. Because there are many people out there that we think, oh, they are against me and this and that. No, they are trying to make $1, and they don't care who they step on in the process. So in other words, this is also on Amazon and in the Barnes bookstore and some other things. If you Google this, if you go to my website, which is
I'll put it on the screen.
Okay,
I'll put
thank
it on the
you.
screen.
Okay, it is Choosing to Lift Every Voice and Sing is the name of the website.com as well. But that's how you get the book.
Okay, so I'll put all of her information in the description so everyone can be able to go and support her and educate our children and ourselves. Like I said, I'm almost 60, and some things she talked about today, I was never informed about. So I just think that we need to get this knowledge while we can, everybody. And I thank you so much, Dr. Branch, for coming and being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Is there anything else you would like to say to the community?
No, I appreciate having been here, and I would invite you if you would like to have some seminars at your church or your sorority or fraternity or anyway. In other words, let's just, as Miss Sylvia has said, let's get the message out, because you already know there are people who they don't want you to find out all of the things that that have been done in America and and remember, it's because the reason that it's such a mark on America is because America was supposedly founded on freedom and faith-based principles. That's what the discrepancy is. So, but America is a wonderful place, full of opportunities, and I would invite any of you to perform, to get us to have a seminar so that, as Miss Sylvia said, we will keep history alive in our minds.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And thank y'all. And please share this video out to as many people as possible, especially if you found value. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, tea We really hope you enjoyed this part 2 of Dr. Elizabeth Branch. She is a wealth of knowledge and wisdom. That is what we want to bring you here on this channel. I would like to thank everyone that has sponsored the show to help bring you these amazing interviews. If you would like to be a sponsor of the show, the email or the link or whatever I put down there for you to find me will be in the screen. Again, if you found value in this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Give us a comment in the comment section. Subscribe, hit that bell, and share if you feel that this will be a blessing to someone else, or just if it is interesting to you that someone else would like to listen to this. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your week, month, and year. If you would like to be a guest on Tea Talk with Queen Sylvia, email me and we can discuss. And I would love to have you as a guest on the show.